GM Jelly Gang, welcome back to the Jellyverse Weekly. We have another Friday, another weekly. A lot of things happen during the week. Let's not waste any time and let's get right into it. Headlines and news. We had a conference in Dortmund, really, really cool. Some of our team members attended a conference here in Dortmund. It's a crypto conference connected with a lot of individuals, a lot of builders, and a lot of different parties here who joined the event. And apparently, it was a really, really cool event. The guys came back super, super happy with a lot of new contacts and just connecting to great people, magazines, KOLs, builders, other companies, and I think we will see maybe the one or the other partnership maybe coming out of this conference. So that was really, really cool. And maybe also for you, sometimes we get some of those tickets for free. So if you maybe as a community member just want to join some of those conferences just because you maybe want to connect to people, then just reach out to us, because sometimes those tickets are laying around, and of course, we are happy to always go there with some community members and not only with the team. Then next up here, we have the Say V2 blog post that came live. Really, really cool. Say V2 proposed this upgrade here, basically to upgrade from Say V1 to Say V2. Of course, this upgrade is going to incorporate a hard fork as far as I understood, and therefore it's also a governance proposal that has to be made before this upgrade can be done. And in this blog post, they quickly explain how this upgrade is going to play out in its different phases. And it's really interesting to quickly have a look here. Of course, if you want to learn more about the details, just read it yourself. It's just very short to read, 3 minutes. But just to summarize it super, super quick, we're going to have three different phases. The first phase is going to be the governance phase. The second phase is going to be the deployment phase. And the third phase is going to be basically everything is ready, everything is running, but maybe there's some little hiccups. So we call this beta. I think that's how they did it. Anyway, for the governance proposal, of course, that's going to come live. To propose the upgrade, then the community can vote on the proposal. We can assume that everyone wants Say V2, so this is definitely going to go through. I think that's not a question, it's more a formality. Once that's done, we're going to see the infrastructure deployments happening. So all the different projects, including Jellyverse, are going to start the deployments, bridges, and all of those infrastructure components as well. RPC nodes, all the nodes are going to upgrade, so on and so on. Exchanges are going to upgrade, so on and so on. Very important. It sounds like it's a super long phase. I don't think that's gonna be the case. We also see it here in the blog post. Let me just see where it is. Bum, 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 bum. This phase will be measured in days rather than in weeks. I think this is very, very important to take out of here. So that's a very short time just for everyone to just start the deployments. And as equally as this takes a couple of days for Jollyverse to do, it will also take a couple of days for other infrastructure providers and projects. And then phase three, of course, Say V2 is going to be rolled out. It's going to be in this first beta state. I think that's just marketing term to reduce the expectations a little bit on the network, just in case there's any hiccups. Then from this perspective, this makes a little bit more sense. From what I can tell, DevNet is already extremely stable, so I think we're gonna see a very smooth upgrade here, and of course, everyone is really, really looking forward. So with that, we had on our side external order report, which is in progress. We talked about this in the last week that all the fixes has been done, all the order has been concluded. So the guys are the company is now just finalizing this report before it can be published. And we had two interesting integrations here. We mentioned Compass Wallet in the last episode already, but now we have it really fully integrated on our side, meaning that we have the Compass button here available on Jellyverse. We still need to wait for Compass to push an update on their side, so it will still not work on your side. Therefore, there's also not an official announcement yet. But here in the week, I just wanted to mention that we're going to see that very, very soon, hopefully. And as an additional extra, as a cherry on top, we decided to integrate the Rabby wallet, one of the very famous wallets, especially in the German community, in the DACH community. And a lot of users use the Rabby wallet. So that's working very, very cool. And you can just go ahead and try it out yourself. With this, we covered already most of the headlines and news, but really interesting to know as well. We had a lot of cool AMAs with the community this week. We had one with the Safe Fuckers. We had a DeFi one-on-one space educating people about DeFi on Say V2. And of course, we also joined the Say Something space that was on Thursday evening. We talked about 3 hours on a live stream, I believe. really really cool, connected here with a lot of builders in the Say community. And one of the personal highlights from this space was the quick speech from Banker, or actually Mark from Banker slash Carbon DeFi. And this was really, really interesting because those guys are building on Ethereum since basically day one. Mark even claimed to be not one of the early builders on Ethereum, but to be even the first builder on Ethereum to deploy structures similar to an automated market maker. And that was really, really fascinating. So he shared a lot of insights, and especially a lot of insights why he's building on Say. And apparently, for Banker, this was really interesting because they, for the first time since a long, long time building on Ethereum, they decided themselves with the team natively to move to another chain, and that chain was or is Say. And the reason for that is just because Say has a very interesting design space when it comes to the parallelized EVM. And what Banker might be able to do and build here on Say is something that you just cannot do on any other chain. So that was a really interesting insight, and maybe also for you interesting to recap it here. Really cool to see that those OG builders are moving to Say, and yeah, that they are also seeing this chance, and we're not alone with that. When it comes to the roadmap for Jellyverse, of course, we have to wait for Say V2 to go live. Then we will make things very, very concrete. I think internally things are going extremely smoothly. Again, we're just waiting for the deployments to go live. You can test out the platform yourself. We are finalizing here and there, still fixing one or the other issue, but everything is pretty much there. And yeah, currently everyone is just waiting for Say V2. When it comes to the technical details, just to run you through that super, super quick, we have the sprint status mock deployments fully done. External auto fixes, as we covered already, are also fully done. Mock deployments I already mentioned. Community bug fixes, as I mentioned, are ongoing. We updated the docs, and of course, for the next week, so in the pipeline for the next week, we still have the backend scoping, subgraph scoping, some additional mock deployments that we want to do, and potentially bug fixes. Of course, in the meantime, we're not just sitting around and waiting. There's a lot of things going on, especially here on the community side of things. And yeah, I think there's going to be more and more to unveil. And yeah, with this, guys, I think we don't have to make it any longer. I wish you a wonderful weekend. I hope this little recap spiced up your Friday and you're looking into a nice weekend. And with that one, if you want to support this channel, please leave a like or subscribe to this channel. I hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Have a nice one. Bye.